Former Texas Tech Red Raider, also former Drake Bulldog, Kevin Overton is transferring to Auburn to go play for Bruce Pearl in the SEC. Last season for Texas Tech, in his first year transferring up from Drake, where as a freshman, he started 35 games, played 30 minutes, averaged 11 and 3 at Drake for a really good Drake basketball team. I think it was, obviously we know there's that popped off with Tucker DeVries, Darian DeVries, that whole team. A lot of Drake Bulldogs went on to great things from there. Last season, Kevin Overton was a bench piece for a really good Texas Tech team. Played a little over 20 minutes a game, was productive in his time on the floor. I always, admired watching him. I just thought he was like a bench utility guy who came in, did the right things, had the ability to knock down a shot if he needed to. Shot a little over 33% from three. I project him to be like a 35% three-point shooter, I think, when it's all said and done, which you'll take. You got to respect that. But after losing Chad Baker-Mazara to some contract negotiations, Auburn was looking for a player who can maybe be a wing or guard piece for their team. And they acted quickly and got Kevin Overton from Texas Tech, who I'd also like to say that kid's a winner. One at Drake, one at Texas Tech, obviously different roles on both teams, but I don't think you can question what he does. I think he contributes to winning basketball. I'm a big Kevin Overton guy, probably the biggest one when I really should not be, because let's be very clear here. It's a guy who averages 8 and 3, 42% from the field, 33% from three. But I love everything else. I love the intangibles, and I think he's a really good player. Also, like, you got 2 years of him as well. He's going into his junior year, so it'll be interesting to see how he develops with Auburn and Bruce Pearl. Dion, I'll throw it to you first.
Are you a Kevin Overton fan just because you refuse to admit how good Chad Baker-Mazara is?
No, no, no. Check the records. Always been an Overton guy.
Okay. Because I was in the BR room yesterday. I heard the not top 100 comment. I'm not sure you can name 100 college basketball players.
First of all, don't disrespect me. I clearly have 100 college basketball players.
But hey, listen, I think the only thing as a member of Chad Baker-Mazara's camp I want to get off here.
Oh my.
You can never count out Bruce Pearl. You can never question what Bruce Pearl's doing. They've been phenomenal. They're yet to bring somebody in that's an upgrade over what they're losing.
You might notice there's a lot of lights on behind me. There's a big ring light I'm using to record this. You want to know why those lights stay on? Because of Underdog, because of these ad reads, people.
Yeah, we heard your feedback. You're annoyed that we keep putting Underdog ads in the middle of our videos. Well, guess what? We got to keep the lights on, and we need some people to sign up for Underdog Fantasy. If you like these videos, if you want us to keep making videos, sign up with Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS, and they actually have an awesome offer for you. You can receive up to $1,000 in bonus credits. 50% of your first deposit will be distributed in bonus credits, and you get a free pick. And Cart, I got a pick with Underdog Fantasy for this weekend that I'm already eyeing. We got the Pistons and the Knicks, first playoff series in a while for our favorite team. Cade Cunningham over 27.5 points. I'm taking higher than that for my pick with Underdog. Promo code SLEEPERS. Sign up with Underdog Fantasy. It helps the show. It helps us keep making these videos for you. Back to the show.
And I think that's my only issue is if Kevin Overton's the Chad Baker-Mazara replacement, obviously he's a little worse. If Keyshawn Hall is a Janai Broom replacement, this isn't even a diss on Keyshawn Hall. He was phenomenal last year. He's not Janai Broom. So like, I would say that's my only thing. I don't know what the end game is for Auburn. I think there's a lot of chips in like, hey, Tahad, you're going to have to be everything for us next year. I'm not sure Tahad can do that. I love Tahad Pettiford's game. I'm not sure that is it. I also think if I was Tahad Pettiford and Bruce Pearl is selling me on a roster that consists of what this roster consists of, and it's kind of like give you the ball, you're gonna have to be everything for us. If I get a second round promise, I'm leaving. Because I think if he has to play that role in college, it is not going to help his draft stock in the slightest. If they're like, yeah, we'll give you 4 years, I'm out of there. And I'm taking my chances in the NBA right now. So I like the pickup. He can shoot the ball. Anyone that goes to Texas Tech plays defense, right? So you don't have to question how much effort Overton plays with. I think he fits that mold of Chad Baker-Mazara when you're on the court, it's full go no matter what. Some of the antics that might come with my dog Chad might not happen with Overton, and you're going to get that same level of effort. But I mean that on the high and the low ends, though, because you might not get the special performances you get out of Chad Baker-Mazara from Kevin Overton as well. So I think it's a similar fit, similar mold. You can tell there's a personality thing or like a culture within Auburn that he looks for to have people fit it. What I don't like though is this team doesn't have the psycho that last year's team had by any means.
Yeah, well, let me tell you right now, Keyshawn Hall's a psycho, so they'll be fine with that. They're very much okay right there. The other thing I'll say is that Kevin Overton is a shorter, less good at basketball, but more in touch with his self-care side, which I think balances things out a little more than Chad Baker-Mazara. Like I don't think Auburn maybe didn't find themselves in a spot where they could go 1 for 1 replacing Chad Baker-Mazara. So maybe like they grab Kevin Overton, expect other guys to step up, expect him to play his role. Maybe they grab somebody else, right? But I love this ad. I think they get a winning player. I think they get a player that's going to contribute, a player that's going to play defense. Um, I I think this will be one of the more underrated ads of the portal, to be honest with you. I think that Kevin Overton will play, I'm assuming, a bench role for Auburn, just like he did for Texas Tech. And I think you bring a guy like that off the bench, he'll contribute to winning. And, Bruce Pearl will be on the sidelines hitting this, you know what I'm saying? Call God. Overton will be great at this.
I want Chad Baker-Mazara to stay in the SEC.
If Chad Baker-Mazara is as crazy as I think he is, he goes to Bama.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go ahead.
It's
Let's start.
special with Nate Oates, by the way.
Let's go ahead and start that. Actually, Nate Oates would kill him.
He's special with Nate Oates.
Nate
I
Oates
want him
would.
to go to Kentucky.
You think Chad Baker-Mazara is a top 10 player in college basketball?
Not far off.
Great,
Not
insane.
far. Not far off.
Kevin Overton isn't as far off from Chad Baker-Mazara as one wants to make you think. Congrats to Kevin Overton. Enjoy the SEC. Bruce Pearl, enjoy getting your Chad Baker-Mazara replacement.